392. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 392. 392. Yeah, yeah. 392. Yeah, 392. 392. 392. 392. Yeah, yeah. 392.
Man, what is going on, everybody? 392 Reviews here, man. Welcome back to another beautiful day, man. Welcome back to another beautiful Sunday. Back again at probably one of my ironically favorite spots to do videos at, just because it's close to the car wash, man. We're back with another Mopar related video, man. Got my Daytona 392, man, all cleaned up and everything. Doing a really, you know, kind of special video because I finally, you know, been talking about it for a long time since I got the car, and you know, I finally did it. And you know what we're going to be talking today is I finally kind of lowered the car. You know, ever since I got this car, I've been talking about how I wanted to have the back kind of like leveled out a little bit with the front, drop the front just a little bit, not too crazy, where I still, you know, I still very much wanted to be able to drive this car as an everyday car, you know, not really have to do too much, you know, really alter my everyday drivability of this vehicle, because I still wanted it to be a daily driver. But yeah, I finally lowered the car, man. Shout out to, again, K&N Speed Factory, man. They super quick delivery, man. Literally within 2 days. I didn't even do overnight. There was no, you know, crazy, you know, overnight shipping fee. They actually shipped it to me within 2 days. So shout out to K&N Speed Factory. That link will be in the description, man. Shout out to those guys. This is the second time I've went through them. First I got the carbon 5-inch black tips, and then we got the H&R, excuse me, ooh, that's funny, because I was getting ready to make a video why I didn't get H&R, but let's rewind that back. Why I got the Eibach Pro-Kit Lowering Springs. So yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about today, y'all. We're going to be talking about the lowering springs, why I decided to go with Eibach as opposed to H&R, which is another really good, I believe, brand, which a lot of people use for these Charger Challengers. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry if the wind's getting out of hand. It's kind of like really windy out here. That's why I got my hood up. Hair was flying everywhere. Sorry if it's windy. I do apologize. But yeah, shout out to K&N. They blessed me with the carbon 5-inch tips, and then they blessed me with the Eibach Pro-Kit Lowering Springs. And they also gave me a discount code. So shout out to them, man. Saved me a little bit of money. So yeah, I mean, there wasn't anything crazy that I noticed with the Pro Kits, aside from how good, honestly, it makes the car look, y'all. I mean, what it did is it really took the back of this vehicle and leveled it out almost perfectly, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but that's kind of exactly what I wanted to see. You really don't have any gap. Excuse the tire shine on there. I mean, you really don't have any gap. Like, I mean, 2 fingers really, but it looks like there is some tire that is tucked up on there. So no real gap at all with the rear. And taking a look at the fronts, no gap at all. I do think the back is sitting a little bit lower than the front, which is cool because, again, with this car especially, obviously with the huge 6.4 392, you know, monster V8 under this, I think it's good that it didn't drop the front too much. That way, you know, with the rubbing and everything, I think with the balanced weight of the engine kind of, you know, weighs everything out. But y'all can correct me if I'm wrong on that. Not really too sure, but I think, I'm not exactly sure the specifications on how much this dropped it, but I mean, again, y'all, it just, in my opinion, it really set this car off perfectly. It's exactly what I wanted. I've really experienced nothing but great things while using these Eibach Pro-Kit lowering springs. I've had these on my car for day 4. I want to say this is day 4. Went to a meet last night. Shout out to the homies, you know, Phil, Femi, Jed, you know, shout out to everybody, Alex, man, good ass time. Just kind of did a little video. That video is actually up. If you're watching this one, that's probably my previous video. Go out and go check that out. We went to a little car meet and everything yesterday. Really got to test the springs out, you know. As I was telling them, it's almost like on a stiffness scale, it probably gained like 15 to 25%, 15 to 20% more stiff. So it's like, it's not that stiff in my opinion, you know, pause, you know. I don't think it made the ride quality harsh. I think it's very much still enjoyable. It still feels like a GT, still feels like a muscle car. It's really everything that I imagined, you know, these Eibach Pro-Kits to, you know, to have. I was doing a little bit of research, watched a lot of kind of like reviews on why people went with the Eibach Pro-Kit as opposed to H&R and vice versa. It sounds like the H&R kind of settled a little bit too much, where the rideability of them started to be a little bit more aggressive and maybe a little bit of a annoyance with the rubbing and all that stuff. Maybe you have to do a little bit more to it. I'm not sure if spacers were available on, or if the spacers were accommodating with the H&R springs, if they were, you know, dropping the vehicle too low. I definitely think what I will do is get maybe 30 millimeter, maybe 15 millimeter spacers, just so I can flush this side, you know, just so I can bring this tire just a little bit, that way I can have it flush. But I have been really enjoying these lowering springs. The overall look of this car, I mean, it just changes it completely in my opinion. It's everything I wanted. So happy that I went with Eibach Pro-Kit. If y'all are, you know, between H&R, Eibach, you know, let this be, you know, a reason for going Eibach. You know, I would definitely recommend this. If I do experience any hardships with these lowering springs, I definitely will, you know, let y'all know, because I definitely don't want to be, you know, advocating for a, you know, piss poor brand. You know, that's not something we do on this channel. I like to talk about the stuff that, the products that I actually use, and, you know, the aftermarket customization that I actually use and enjoy, you know, just to let you guys know before actually getting it. So yeah, I just want to make this video short and sweet. Just want to talk about, you know, we finally got the lowering springs. Finally. Car looks great. You know, we'll hit you off with a, you know, probably a cold start to end the video in a little bit. But yeah, the car looks great, y'all. Extremely happy the way it sits right now. I was thinking about getting the 5 spokes, but I'm not really sure now. I don't really know. I'm kind of liking these Daytona wheels, the way they're sitting. Kind of enjoying them. I was talking to one of the homies, or one of the subscribers on my channel, you know, talking about how I might have a new appreciation for these wheels once I lower the car. And I think, you know, I think that's kind of true. You know, shout out to Rich, he told me the same thing. I think that's kind of true, y'all. But let me know what you think, man. Let me know how you think the car looks. I'm very happy with it. You know, again, shout out to K&N, shout out to Eibach. I mean, fantastic, you know, like honestly, just a fantastic looking, fantastic job, you know, fantastic product. Really happy with it. Yeah, nothing really too much. Gonna do probably a POV video in the next couple, you know, weeks, really, you know, testing the springs, you know, doing some cornering and everything like that. But overall, man, this thing has been really enjoyable. It definitely handles a little bit better, you know. I wouldn't say it's like, oh my god, now I can take turns at 90 miles per hour. No, this car is still extremely heavy. It still will, you know, not perform as good as other cars, smaller cars, even with stock suspension. In reality, I mean, that's just the truth of it. You're not going to put Eibach springs on this vehicle and, you know, think it's going to be, you know, M or AMG, or, you know, even like STI Golf R worthy, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely not going to keep up with those vehicles. Maybe on coilovers, but I still think, you know, this car is not meant to handle turns and stuff like that. Although it does it pretty good, relatively speaking. You know, pound for pound, this car handles great. It handles incredible. So that maybe is a whole nother video. But yeah, y'all, thank you so much for watching, man. Gonna go ahead, maybe start the vehicle up, get a little cold start. That's been something I've kind of been missing on my previous videos, not giving y'all, you know. Oh, shout out to that Charger homie over there. Maybe he stops by, give me a little rev. Shout out to him. I don't know who that was, but yeah, y'all, without further ado, thank y'all so much for watching, man. 392 reviews. If you haven't already, smash the like button. If you haven't already subscribed at this point, not sure what you're waiting for, man. It helps out tremendously. Thank y'all so much for watching. Let's hit this cold start, a warm start, since it's actually a really nice day. Let's hit this warm start and get out of here, y'all.